Hello students, how are you? In our previous class, we discussed about plan expenditure and non-plan expenditure. Today, let's discuss about budget deficit or government deficit. In this topic, budget deficit or government deficit, we have to discuss about three types of deficits. First one, revenue deficit. Second one, fiscal deficit. And third one, primary deficit. Once again, revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, and primary deficit. Actually, this topic is a little bit confusing one to the students. I don't know why the students are saying it's a confusing one and it's difficult. I think most of the students, they don't know the technicality of these terms. So here we are using four terms to discuss about budget. Revenue receipts, revenue expenditure, capital receipts, and capital expenditure. If you are concerned about these four terms and its meaning with example, there is no confusion in this regard. This class will help you to remove the confusion regarding that one. And you will be able to score marks from this topic also. Okay, don't waste our time. Let's start one by one. First of all, what is meant by revenue deficit? Revenue deficit. From the word we can say we are concerned about only the revenue part. Deficit we mean expenditure is more than revenue. Expenditure is more than revenue. It's known as deficit. So here revenue deficit we mean revenue expenditure is more than revenue receipts. Means the receipt of the country, the collection of the revenue was less, but the expenditure was more. So we know when we discuss about budget, it was mentioned that first of all, the government prepares expenditure, the areas of expenditure. After that, only government concerned about the revenue sources. So definitely in this regard, we can say expenditure will be more than revenue. And now to meet this expense, government find out solutions for that. That we'll discuss afterwards. So in this regard, when the revenue expenditure is more than revenue receipts, we can say this is a revenue deficit. Clear? First concept is clear. Let's sum up what are the revenue expenditure and what are the revenue receipts. What are the revenue expenditure? Revenue expenditure we mean it is the compulsory expenditure of the government. Revenue expenditure. This means no liability, there is no liability is created, no asset is reduced. Negative meaning. Means it is the essential part of the government. This expenditure, because of the spending, there is asset is not created, liability is not also not reduced. Let's see. First of all, government. There are two areas are there. Government spends money for the salaries, wages of the government employees. That's the responsibility of the government. Government gives scholarship for the students. Government gives a pension for the employees. These are the expenses of the government. Because of that one, there is no asset is not created. Maybe the salary owner may be creating asset. Because of the salary, he can buy any asset for him. But the government side, no asset is created. That's the responsibility of the government. Second thing is that government spends money for the welfare of the people, especially during calamities and all, tsunami and all, earthquake and all. That's the responsibility of the government. Because of that one, there is no asset is created. No liability also reduced. Liability is reduced means government has to go for other behind that way. But in this regard, this is the responsibility of the government to meet the expenses of the people, welfare of the people. That's why that expenditure is more. And welfare government will spend more money for the welfare of the people than their collection. So definitely budget will be deficit. That's we are calling it as revenue deficit. And what are the revenue receipts? Revenue receipts we discussed about that in our detail way in our previous classes. Revenue receipts we mean the sources of revenue to the government, including tax and non-tax revenue. That also we discussed. Tax we discussed divided into three: progressive, regressive, VAT and specific taxes, and direct and indirect taxes. All these are the tax revenue sources. And non-tax revenue also we discussed. fees, fines, penalties, then special assessment, cheats, forfeitures. Is it all the things we discussed? These are the tax revenue sources. But these tax revenue sources are not sufficient to meet the expenditure of the government. That's why our budget all the time is showing deficit. Clear now? Now the confusion gone. Okay. And let's see what are the impact or implications of that in the society. When such a things happens, how the government will find out solution for this one. First of all, government will reduce the expenditure. Such a way it happens, government will reduce the expenditure means government will reduce the subsidies and all. We know government provides subsidies in different areas now. For the LPG cylinder, the government is giving subsidy. For the farmers, government gives subsidy. So okay, all the things will be reduced by the government. That's the first implication. Second thing is that government will resort to borrowings. Government will think about, because some essential expenditure should be met by the government. Government cannot withdraw from that area. For the development of the backward regions, if the government started spending money for that one, saying this budget deficit, government cannot withdraw. Government is not able to withdraw from there. So what the government will do? Government will borrow money from any of the sources to meet the essential expenditure. Is it? So borrowings. We can see there are three sources of borrowing. We discussed already this topic. What are the three sources? From general public, government can borrow money. From RBI, government can borrow money. From rest of the world, government can borrow money. Rest of the world means from foreign countries and all. So through that way also government will meet the expense. Clear. Third thing, one more also measure also there with the government. Government will resort in disinvestment. What is disinvestment? Selling of public sector units. The shares of public sector units, government will start selling and government will earn money that way. In a detail we discuss about this topic in our Indian economy lesson 3. Okay, so such a way also government will earn money to meet the expenses of the people in this regard. Clear? So government will maintain the expenditure. And next thing is that what are the measures or what are the sources of financing this matter in addition to this one? Yes, first source is that government has to reduce the public expenditure. Means the fiscal policy government has to hold. Public expenditure policy government has to control. That's the first source. Second source is that in fiscal policy we are saying the taxation. Yes, government has to increase the taxation. The government has to earn more money through taxation. Taxation means both through direct taxes and indirect taxes, or from tax revenue and non-tax revenue. So through the taxation, government can earn more money. These are the sources of financing this revenue deficit. Clear now? Understood? Now the confusion gone. Yes. Let's go to the next aspect. Second aspect is that fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit is a little more comprehensive concept than revenue deficit, because revenue deficit we discuss about only revenue receipts and revenue expenditure. Here in fiscal deficit it consists of all these receipts and expenditures, means budget deficit, receipts and budget expenditure. So what are budget expenditure? Budget expenditure consists of two: revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. So here deficit, as I told you, budget expenditure is more than budget receipts. Budget expenditure is more than budget receipts. Means both this revenue expenditure and capital expenditure is more than revenue receipts and capital receipts. Clear? So be very carefully you have to study. Budget expenditure is more than budget receipts. Let's see what are the budget expenditure. Budget expenditure, it means revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. What are the revenue expenditure? Yes, just now we discussed about the revenue expenditure. That is the essential expenditure of the government in two ways: salaries and for the employees and all, in that way. And second thing, during the calamities and other seasons, government has to extend the support for the welfare of the people. These are the compulsory expenses. Along with that one, capital expenditure also coming. That's an additional thing. What are capital expenditure? Capital expenditure, the definition you remember that. Capital expenditure, it either creates an asset in the country or it reduces liability of the country. Remember, revenue expenditure neither creates asset nor reduces liability. But in capital expenditure, it either creates asset or reduces liability. Either or. How? Yes, capital expenditure we mean spending of government on the metro, construction of metro or roads or the creation of any infrastructure. That's an asset to the government. Unless until that asset is there, that the government can use. The government can earn money from that also. Even if it is constructed by borrowing money. Clear. Second thing is that government repaid some amount of money which has taken before. Loans repaid. That also reduce the liability of the government. Is it? So these are the two capital expenditure. So capital expenditure plus revenue expenditure constitute what? Budget expenditure. Is it? So this budget expenditure is more than budget receipts. Budget receipts are of two kinds. What are they? Budget receipts means a source of revenue to the government. First one is that revenue receipts. Revenue receipts already we discussed before. Those receipts are of sources of revenue are of two: tax revenue and non-tax revenue. Already we discussed progressive, regressive, VAT and specific tax, direct, indirect, plus non-tax revenue, fees, fines and all. These are revenue receipts plus capital receipts also there. What are the capital receipts? So revenue receipts means that is the essential source of the government. Through that collection, any asset or liability created in the country, reduced the country? No, neither reduces liability nor increases the asset of the government. That's the source of the government. Neither any asset is not created because of that one. Is it? No liability, nothing is there. Because why? There's not a liability, just collect from the people. And it's not reducing asset of the government. Yes, only it is collecting from the people. Government collects tax from the people. There is no asset creation, no liability, nothing is there. Government collects money from the people. And the asset of the individual might be reduced. Why? When he is paying tax. That's the other thing. That is a revenue receipts. Clear? Capital receipts, it either creates liability in the country. Capital receipts, liability in the country, or reduces asset of the country. How? Suppose, for example, capital receipts, best example is that borrowings from the public. Government has to give back the money. Borrowings from RBI, government has to give back. And borrowings from the rest of the world, that's creating a liability. Recovery of the loans or other source, disinvestment, sale of these public sector units or post office savings, all these are the liabilities. Government has to give back this matter. Is it? That's a liability, is creating liability to the government. At the same time, government sells the public sector units shares, that reduces asset of the government. So means it either creates liability or reduces asset of the government. Which one? Capital receipts. While revenue receipts, there is nothing is there. Simply government collects money from the people in the form of taxes and non-tax revenues. Clear now? So revenue receipts neither creates any asset or liability in the country, but capital receipts, it creates liability and reduces asset of the government. Understood? Asset reduced, liability created. But in case of revenue receipts, neither liability nor reduce the asset of the government. Clear? In revenue side, we have to say liability first and asset second. Clear? Understood now regarding the four aspects. Okay, let's think about that. So in this regard, budget expenditure is more than receipts. Situation is known as fiscal deficit. Clear? Let's see the impacts of this one in the economy or implications. Definitely because of the situations, inflationary tendency will come in the economy. Because not to meet this expense, definitely government will borrow money. So these borrowings will create inflation. Means borrowing will increase the purchasing power of the people. The continuously price of the commodity will increase in the economy. That's the first thing. Creation of inflationary spiral or situation in the economy. Second impact is that it increases a national debt of the country. Burden for the future generation. Now also we know that. Is it? National debt increases. And third one, dependence on foreign country, that also will increase. Because definitely government will meet the expenses through the borrowings or through the disinvestment or through increasing the taxes and all. And your government will meet. So this, if it tax increase, there is no liability. But it is disinvestment. The asset of the government has gone. Or borrowing is gone. We have to pay back. How can we borrow? RBI is having limitations. So we have to borrow money from outside. Definitely we have to pay back with interest. That means that foreign dependence of the country foreign dependence, it increases. Means that the GDP. So because of all the situation, do you think that GDP will increase? GDP will not be increased. Those are the implications of this fiscal deficit in the economy. Then how can we meet this expense? What are the sources government used to meet the expense? There are two sources, as I told you. First one is that borrowing. Through borrowings, government will find out money. Borrowings means domestic, internally and externally. Internally means two sources, from general public and from RBI. Is it? And second thing also, deficit financing. Means printing of more currencies. Other than borrowing, one more option is there, printing of currencies in India, and that through that way government can meet this fiscal deficit of the country. Understood? Confusion gone now? Third element is that is primary deficit. Primary deficit, if we mean that is the difference between fiscal deficit and interest payments. Fiscal deficit minus interest payments, we can call it as primary deficit of the country. Sometimes you can see this question in a objective MCQ type questions. So once again, primary deficit is equal to fiscal deficit of the country minus interest payments on interest. So let's clarify this matter between this fiscal deficit and primary deficit. So what are fiscal deficit already discussed? It's the budget expenditure minus budget receipts. In this regard, budget expenditure is coming more than receipt. That situation is fiscal deficit. Clear? So from this matter, how much amount we spend for interest payments? We are deducting that, we will get primary deficit of the country. Clear? So means fiscal deficit in this regard, we are making borrowings for two purposes. From where? Borrowings from internally or external sources or from outside. Is it? Or this deficit financing and all. So borrowings are used for two purposes in fiscal deficit. One, to meet the expenses of the current deficit, funding of current year deficit. And we have to meet this matter. Second thing, for the payment of interest. Fiscal deficit, we borrows money for these two purposes. One, to meet the expenses of the deficit of that year, and second thing, to pay the interest on the previous borrowings. Capital amount we are not paying, principal we are not paying, at least we are paying interest. So interest payments and funding of fiscal deficit. These are the two sources, purpose of borrowings in fiscal deficit. But in primary deficit, borrowing is done only for the clear purpose, only one purpose. What is the purpose? Funding the current year's deficit. There is nothing is used, not for the payment of interest. Payment of interest is not considered there. Interest payments are only mentioned about in primary deficit. There is no other discussion regarding interest payments in any of the previous budgets in revenue deficit or fiscal deficit. Only it is mentioned about in primary deficit. So any question is coming relating to interest payments, we can remember that yes, that's a part of which deficit? Primary deficit. From fiscal deficit, when we are subtracting these interest payments, what we will get? We will get primary deficit. Clear? Understood now? Clear now? Everything? Doubts also gone? Yes. Let's see about the implications. In this regard, what's the responsibility of the government? Reduce maximum borrowing. Borrowing, it will create a big liability to the nation. It will be a burden on the future generation. National debt of the country will be increased. And the more dependence on the foreign countries. That will show our nation's dignity in front of others. It's a negative symptom towards the development of the country, depending more foreign countries. We have to be self-sufficient, but how it is possible? And government has to reduce the borrowings and find out the sources internally to meet all these deficits in our country. Once again, I'll sum up. Budget deficits are of three types: revenue deficit, fiscal deficit and primary deficit. But revenue deficit we mean when the revenue expenditure is coming more than revenue receipts, that's a revenue deficit. While fiscal deficit we mean budget expenditure is coming more than budget receipts, that is known as fiscal deficit. Budget expenditure, you know, that is the revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Budget receipts, you know, revenue receipts and capital receipts. The difference between these two, and whenever expenditure is more than receipts, it is known as fiscal deficit. And from fiscal deficit, if we are subtracting interest payments, we will get primary deficit. Clear? And commonly we can say, now to meet these deficits, only solution is to borrow money from some other sources or increase the tax sources or reduce the expenditure. These are the common solution for that one, for this meeting of these deficits and all. Hope you enjoyed the class. Tomorrow I'll come with the effects of government budget. Thank you.